Wake up YouTube and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about what I spent in February 2025. Let's get into it. So if you've been following along, or more likely if you're just finding this channel, I am doing a no spend challenge for the full year of 2025 with monthly updates. So I did do a monthly update for January, which I'll link to somewhere in this video. Today is my update for February 2025. And there's 6 regrettable purchases that I did make. So stay tuned. I'm going to walk through each one. Let's go. So before we hop into the 6 specific items that I purchased that I regret currently, or that technically made me fail my challenge, March is a crazy month, particularly that first week for me in terms of spending. And the reason that's applicable for February is because it's gifts. So the first week of March, I've got birthdays for 3 members of my family, essentially. And so February, there's usually a little bit more spending because I am spending on gifts. But if you did watch my video about my no spend challenge for the full year, I did account for gift giving. So technically those don't count as my regrettable purchases. These 6 items that I regret are items that I could have avoided. I let the urges get the best of me. It was a moments of weakness, I should say. And here they are. The first regrettable purchase that I made this month was a bag of hickory sticks. $4.23, which is an absurd amount of money for a mini bag. I'm talking about a small snack size. I'm not talking about a full bag of hickory sticks. I'm talking about a vending machine style snack sized hickory sticks. $4.23. This was at work. This was a moment of weakness. I was hungry. Obviously, I hadn't packed enough for lunch, which led me to be hungry, which led me to feeling a bit snackish, which led to the vending machine purchase, completely unnecessary. As I sit here today, what a regret, compromising my no spend challenge, hickory sticks. The second item is a Gatorade. All right, along the same veins as the hickory sticks, it might have been the same day, to be honest. Didn't drink enough water. I remember specifically this day I was thinking, man, I'm a bit dehydrated. I was on a walk with some colleagues. They were saying, you know what, let's pop into 7-Eleven. Let's grab some snacks. Went in there and I thought, you know what, for hydration purposes, right, it was about health, okay, I should buy a Gatorade. $4.04 for that Gatorade. Whew, unnecessary. The third regrettable purchase that I made this month was a single slice of pizza from a local place near my work. This was on a lunch break. Again, $6 for a single slice of pizza. Now, it's a thick slice of pizza. It's delicious. But between the hickory sticks, the Gatorade, and the pizza, those things are all overpriced, unnecessary. Just boils down to a lack of preparation on my part. Next up is a cheat meal that I had. I went and I got my hair cut. This was a couple weeks ago. Went and got my hair cut a couple weeks ago, cleaned things up. And on the way home, kind of threw off my routine a little bit. So I was a bit late for dinner. I was a bit late getting home. And so what did I do? I stopped in for some McDonald's. All right. Again, a moment of weakness. This is really me just splurging this month, which is disappointing, especially on food. It's not a surprise, but it's disappointing. $15.28 just for myself at McDonald's. And this is insane because when I tell you what I ordered, I mean, $15.28 at McDonald's used to get you like a lot of things. In this case, I wanted to try the new McArch or whatever it's called that I've seen the commercials about, which honestly tastes exactly like a Big Mac. But anyways, wanted to give it a go. I said, hey, can I try 1 big arch, 1 large fry? That'd be great. Thanks. I'm guessing that would be like, I don't know, $10 or something. $15.28. That one stung. Next up, the 5th regrettable purchase of the month of February is another lunch. All right, in this case, $9.95 spent on a sandwich at a place nearby work. Not the worst. I included it here because I do think it's unnecessary. As I sort of reflect on the purchases each month, I'm trying to pull out ones that I'm like, that one was avoidable. And in this case, this one was avoidable, right? I could always prepare my dinner. I could always bring more things from home, an apple, a banana, a granola bar, a shake or something. it's within my control, and that's why I think I have to add it to the list as a regrettable purchase for this month. Last but not least, actually one of the more significant purchases of the month were some baked goods. And there's a bit of a story to this one. All right. This one was based on trauma. It may be, you could put this in the category of gift giving, but I'm not going to. There was an earthquake. So British Columbia, Canada, we had an earthquake. It was small. It was like 5.1 magnitude earthquake or something, but we did feel it. I was sitting in this very room. Things were shaking, right? I ran to my baby. So there was a legitimate earthquake. Fear, panic, people were worried. And so the baked goods were really a comfort measure for the family after that earthquake had occurred. So there was a bit of everyone feeling a little unsettled. I went out to do an errand, and I was like, you know what? Let's bring a treat home. Let's make everyone feel happy. Bought some baked goods from this bougie bakery. $15. All right, for like a chocolatine, a croissant, and 2 cookies or something like that. $15. So that rounds out my 6 regrettable purchases for the month of February. Otherwise, I didn't cheat anywhere else. Those are the 6 items. The total amount that I spent outside of my allowable spending, the essentials. Please watch my no spend challenge video if you want to know the rules of my challenge. The total regrettable dollars spent, $54.50. So looking ahead to March, I'm happy because the birthdays will be in the rear view, right? Groceries are getting a bit more expensive because as my daughter gets older, she's eating more. So that's something I need to budget for. I need to kind of revisit my budget because I'm noticing that the grocery bill, when you factor in the diapers and now basically feeding a third person, the grocery bill is climbing. So I need to make some adjustments there to clean up in the months ahead, but that's certainly doable. I mentioned in my last video that I paid for an X subscription. My thinking there was like, you know what? I'm starting this creative journey. I want to have another means of sort of drawing attention to the videos by like tweeting or sending posts on X, whatever you call them these days. But I decided to delete that. So I tried it. I realized I'm putting energy in the wrong place. Like I need to just focus on posting these videos, scripting videos, coming up with ideas for videos. There's not enough people on my X following that I could draw here to watch videos because I was basically starting from there, starting from scratch on that platform, starting from scratch on this platform, me posting there, telling people to come watch this. I think it's kind of a waste of time at this point. Maybe it's something I would do in the future, but anyways, I deleted that, so I'm going to be saving a little bit of money that I would have spent in March. And otherwise, just stick to the plan. I don't foresee any major expenditures coming. I haven't given away on trips or education or anything like that. So we're sticking to the mission and we're trying to avoid those regrettable purchases that I made this month. Okay, those impulse buys. Most of them were food, right? Let's run through them again. Hickory sticks, Gatorade, slice of pizza, McDonald's dinner, sandwich, $15 on baked goods. Not the best. Not the best. I'm not being too hard on myself. Obviously, you still have to live, $50, whatever. But again, the point is to stick to the challenge as best as possible, to try to eliminate those unnecessary impulsive purchases for the year as best as I can. And I think the challenge is helping because when I do make the purchases, I do think about the challenge and I think, ooh, man, is it worth it? So it stings a little bit. I don't think it stings to an unhealthy degree. I think that it's a helpful tool for me to save money, and that's the purpose. So thanks for following along on this No Spend 2025. This was my February 25th update. 6 regrettable purchases. Hopefully in March we can do a bit better. If you're enjoying the series, please consider liking, subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.